The key to accomplishing any major task, any major undertaking, climbing the highest mountain is really pretty simple. Hey everybody, it's Ed the Trainer, and I'll tell you what it is coming up next on this week's Tips on Tuesday. So last week I had the opportunity to help a buddy of mine move, and it was quite an undertaking, right? There was a lot of stuff to move, right? A lot of possessions, both from the personal side and a work side. And at one point before we really got started in earnest, we kind of both looked at each other and looked around, and he says to me, you know, Ed, I don't even know where to start. What are we going to do? And I stopped for a second and I said, listen, we just got to start. We just got to go. Let's just start carrying stuff to the truck and we'll figure out the plan as we go along. And more as we moved through the day, we kept looking back and seeing the piles get smaller and smaller and smaller. And by the end of the day, we looked at each other, and we had a couple of other guys come to help too, and we surprised ourselves in the fact that we got about 75% of the work done throughout that day. And believe me, it was a tremendous amount of stuff to move. It's a pretty big haul. But the key was we just put our heads down and got to work. And like anything in life, right, there's things that seem insurmountable. There are things that seem impossible for us to accomplish, or so difficult that we want to sit down and map out the exact perfect plan to make this as manageable as possible, and not as simple as possible, but manageable, right? To try to be as efficient and effective as we can. But here's the thing, we can get so lost in the plan and so lost in the idea that, man, this is so overwhelming. I just want to look to see what we can do to make this a little easier. And we wind up not doing it at all. The key is to just take action. Start moving forward. Right? Napoleon Hill said you have to have a plan, but he said you don't have to have a specific plan. Just move forward. That can be your plan. And you can adjust it as you go. Stop waiting for all of the answers. Just move and get rolling. And guess what? Before you know, you'll have moved the better part of the mountain, won't you? But in order for that to happen, you've got to get started. Thanks for joining me this week, everybody. I really appreciate your time. And listen, if you've not yet subscribed to the channel or liked the page, make sure you go ahead and do that now, because I don't want you to miss out on a minute of upcoming episodes that we've got locked and loaded ready for you coming up. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon.